Hi, Ken for Ken's Den Films. Welcome to or welcome back to my channel. You know, if you've been following me, you know that I like to go to the outlet stores, the discount stores, the markdown stores, the ocean job lot type places if you have one of those in your area. And if there's something interesting that I haven't seen and it piques my interest, then I grab it and I take it home. Because I'm a foodie, oftentimes this involves a food product. Now this time around, I came across preserved lemons. Now preserved lemons, they started to become more common, more popular in cooking and food magazines over the past 3 or 4 years, at least from what I've noticed. But they've been used in Mediterranean cooking for years and years and years. And it's basically just lemon, salt, and water. They're preserved in a brine. And we're going to get into this jar, and we're going to see exactly what's going on with them. It does mention here it's distributed by a company out of Houston. It doesn't necessarily say where it's made, but it's saying Moroccan on here. I doubt they're actually making these in Texas. So we will take one of these out of the jar. Now, a lot of the recipes that I've seen call for the top and bottom to be lopped off. Supposedly that helps the brine function a little bit better. But what we will do is we will just cut this apart to see exactly what we're looking at with one of these. And it looks like this may be a seeded lemon as well. Now, most recipes only call for the rind. And they say avoid the middle part because it just ends up being a bunch of mush or it's just way too salty. So here's the rind, and I'm going to try it. It's definitely lemony. And I know a lot of you folks say, well, geez, you never eat the rind or the pith because the pith is where the bitterness is. Now, you can see that the pith is the white part that's usually underneath the rind. And as you know, with oranges, lemons, any type of citrus, that's the real bitter part. So although this is bitter because it is preserved in salt, it's more salty than it is bitter. It's kind of denatured. This is the middle part that people generally don't cook with. Wait a minute. Yeah, don't eat that part. It is a little mushy. It's lemony. You can still pick up on a little bit of the pieces of pulp, but it is a salt bomb. I have a heavy salt palate, and it was just too much for me. But this piece right here, actually, I do have the pith as part of the rind. And now I want to find a recipe that uses this. Not just because I have a whole damn jar, but because it's an interesting flavor. It's not quite umami, but it's a punch of flavor that I can see just changing the characteristic of any dish that it's used in. If you like my content, please remember to like and subscribe. Thank you.